between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Season is hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. What the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was a first third try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this returnable for Hill.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. Now this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw in Bill was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have his first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw out there. 3rd down, and they pick up the first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The Ravens at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game without just a 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mayfield on first down. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
From the red zone now, Mayfield into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Mayfield.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Lamar Jackson and the Raven offense. He's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
His first catch, and it's a pretty good one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To throw again is Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bolt.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 30. 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touch. Panthers.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Week 11 in the NFL, and the playoff race is starting to take shape. And we got a couple of good divisional matchups coming up in primetime this week. First tonight, the Bengals and Steelers from Heinz Field. And then tomorrow night, you and I on a plane after this one ends, going down to Mexico City in Estadio Azteca for the 49ers and Cardinals. And that is going to be a fascinating game to call and watch. And one of us almost missed it. I'll spare you the long story, but my passport was expired. But thanks to the passport option, got it in time, and off we go down south.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jackson options out left, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with a visit.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original. Now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I have to think a major major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage. Their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us out at 10 apiece. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And he was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now Mayfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. To the third. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Up the gut, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, there will be the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Mayfield down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go early as incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the kicker.
Last one for a 1st down. It really should be the right start for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
From the gun, Jackson.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson.
That's into the hands of Crochet.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. and they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Dobbins once more, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mayfield on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it, and it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he's got some space. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got Fuller. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Touchdown, Carolina. Will Fuller, 36 yards.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens, here they 11. To play. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. Trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. They don't take care of the ball, but still try to play free and natural.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think